Now, when I watched the newer one, I have the unrated director's cut here, but I thought this one was, it was good. I thought it was good. There were points to this that I kind of wish they had put in the original that I thought really kind of made it its own film in a sense. Like, it's the same plot, obviously, because it's just a remake, but the way that it plays out, like with Ving Rhames, and then you've got Mekhi Phifer. Some of the lines between the characters back and forth create more believable scenarios, I think. Like this one, the original, was probably believable scenarios at the time, but watching it now, it still holds up. It really does. But with this one, it's kind of like, it fits more of the era of when they shot it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So, there's some stuff in this that I thought was cool. They introduced, like when they're on top of the building and they see another person and they're using the dry erase boards to send signals back and forth. I thought that was genius. That was brilliant. Because that's something that if I was stuck in a crisis like this, I would be like the first person up there yelling at the top of my lungs, "Is anybody there?" You know, and find something like that to be able to do that. And then you see them playing chess and just talking back and forth, and they, without even meeting, these people create their own little neighborhood in a way across building tops. And it's awesome. It puts a personality to that part of the film. And when you do that in a film, I think it draws people into it more and keeps them more interested in what's going to happen, because you get attached to that character. You don't want anything to happen to that character, either one. And so you're more willing to continue to watch because you're curious to find out if the director is going to cause something to happen, or if, you know, later on in the plot, you know, does this person stick around? Does this person leave? Do they, you know, get bitten? What happens? And it creates an unknown factor throughout the movie that keeps you kind of on the edge of your seat to try and find out what happens. And that's the kind of stuff I like. I think it's awesome. That was one of the things they did in this one. The other thing I thought they did, which I didn't like so much, was introducing the pregnant lady into it. If you haven't seen this one, I'm trying not to give too much away because I hate doing that and giving spoilers. The scene with the pregnant lady, and for those of you who have seen it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a scene with the pregnant lady where obviously something happens that is bad, and it's a great scene because it shows how someone's love for having a family is outweighing their sanity, which is awesome in any movie, because it really shows human nature at its best. What would you do? How would this happen? Would you, could you even think about possibly doing this or following through with this? And you see the character as he's going through each of those progressions, from being completely sane to every little thing that's happening with, the undead that are outside. They're trying to make sure they have plenty of food, and they've got, they do like the dinner party kind of thing in different different stores around the mall, and it's awesome. It's really great. But on the other hand, as all of this pseudo-normalcy, I guess is the phrase I want to use, is going on, you also have this character in the background kind of losing his mind. And you see that. You see every little progression of it. And that was one of the things I thought in this one made me absolutely love this film. I'm not knocking the first one, don't get me wrong. I love this film too, but there are aspects of this film that I thought were great, and that's one of them. They took the original plot, they changed it a tiny bit, but they made it their own. I mean, they made it a little bit more interesting, yes, but on the other hand, they also kind of made it for the era that it came out in. I mean, this was This came out in 2004. So, I mean, compared to 1968, obviously, this is a different time frame of what is acceptable and what's not acceptable, and this pushes some limits. Even for 2004, you know, the whole era, it just, especially with the pregnancy thing, kind of pushes some limits, and I was surprised with that when I watched it. I think it's a good film. I really do. I think it's an awesome film. So I obviously own both, and I can't choose between the two. I don't want to choose between the two. I think they're both great. However, I like parts in this one more than I do in this one. So I guess I would have to say that the newer one kind of holds my favor more than the older one does. I suggest them both, though. I mean, if you have not seen either one of these films, go out and watch them, please. But, you know, if you're going to, watch the original, 1968, and then watch the 2004. And I think you'll be happily surprised at what they introduced that you don't realize it could be done. You know, I think it's great. So, I loved both of these. I can't wait to do the next ones. Hope you guys stick around for that. Hopefully I wasn't too vague or too revealing in some of the scenes. Like I said, I hate doing that. I hate giving spoilers. But if you like Ving Rhames, you like Mekhi Phifer, you're going to like this movie. Same with the original George Romero. If you like anything that's George Romero, you're going to love both of these, I think. Just, you know, like I do, I just have more love for this one than I do for this one at the moment. So, I hope you guys enjoyed my review, and I look forward to the next ones, and you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye!